Facts versus feeling in a fight to the death. And how this fight ends is going to have a lot to say about where this nation goes, this society goes, and the world goes in general. Let's talk more about that on this episode of Time Out with Timothy.
Time out.
Welcome to another episode of Time Out with Timothy. Today we're going to talk about facts versus feelings in a fight to the death. Before we get into that, if you like what you hear, if you like what you see, do me a favor, don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification button, hit the likes on the video, share this with your friends and family, your neighbors, your enemies, share it with everybody. Let's get the message out there and help this thing grow. All right, so get on into our topic for today, facts versus feelings. So what we got going in a lot of different areas is a battle between facts and feelings. So instead of using those words, let's talk about logic for a second. So what does logic do? Logic helps us make decisions, right? It guides us to the right outcome. It weighs everything out with an analytical mindset, not putting any weight and factor on what I want or desire. It just straight up looks at the evidence and tells me what I should or should not do. It doesn't lie. It doesn't cater to my feelings. It just tells me what is there, right? Okay. Feelings, on the other hand, are fickle. They lie to you. Feelings will convince you that you can do something that you should not do. Feelings can't be trusted. So why then do we rely so much on feelings instead of relying on facts? Facts and feelings are in a death match. Who are we going to support? So the world says trust your heart. How many times have you ever heard follow your heart and you can't go wrong? That is a lie straight out of hell. I'm telling you, that's the one that will get so many people to do so many dumb things. Follow your heart. Well, the heart is a liar and deceptively wicked. The heart leads you down the wrong path. It gets you in trouble. Anybody that follows their heart fails. Now, there's a lot of people that are going to tell you they've been successful by following their heart. They may have followed what they wanted to do, but if they were successful at it, then the facts of the matter and the logic of the matter just happened to line up with what their heart wanted. It wasn't because they followed their heart. It's because they had a desire and a dream which was in their heart, and they pushed and succeeded by fighting through the turmoil and the ups and the downs, staying consistent and putting the work in and getting it done. That's how they succeeded, by following their heart. They succeeded by putting the work in. If you follow your heart, you never know where that son of a gun is going to take you. That thing will twist and turn at any fleeting moment, depending on what it thinks in that second. You know, the heart does what the heart wants. The heart lies to you. The heart tells you you can do something when you can't. The heart tells you you should do something when you shouldn't. The heart tells you not to do some things that you should. It just straight up lies to you all the time. The truth, on the other hand, is cold and heartless and unrelenting. It just comes at you steady and strong and in your face. The truth will look you right in the eye and will tear you down to nothing if that's what the truth needs to do. The truth will also look you right in the eye and build you up higher than you've ever been, if that's what the truth needs to do. See, the truth doesn't care about what you want or what you think. The truth just is. Now that slaps a lot of people in the face, because today we all have our own truth, and we have to decide what our truth is. Truth is absolute, my friends. Truth is universal. There is truth and there is untruth. There's no in between. My truth is no different than your truth. Truth is truth. Now, I have a different set of facts, I have a different set of circumstances, and I have a different life to live. That is my life. But I don't get to decide what truth is. I don't get to claim a certain truth for myself. I have to live my life under the guidelines of the truth. So bringing this back to our title, truth is facts, and the heart is feelings. They battle each other in every decision that we have to make. Let's look at an example. Okay, most of us at some point in time of our life have wanted to buy something. Let's just say a car. All right. The facts are that we have enough money in our budget, enough extra disposable income that we can afford to buy that car. We have the proper credit score to get approved at a decent loan, and we can do this. So do it. You want the car, the facts say you can. This time, facts line up with feeling. No problem, do it. All right, but let's just say the budget says you can't do it. You don't have enough money in the old account there to cover your bills month to month if you add in a car payment. So, you don't do it. The facts may have lined up opposite to what you wanted, but you listened to the facts and you made that decision based on what the facts say. You don't get what you want, but it's the right decision. Okay, there's one more thing that can go with this particular example. The facts say you don't have the money to make that car payment. But man, you want that car. So you start letting your facts and your feelings argue. Facts say you don't have the money. Your feelings say I want the car. So your feelings say, hey, I can cut my data down on my phone from unlimited to 10 gig. I can get away with that, and I can cancel 2 or 3 streaming services, and I can turn the thermostat up 4 or 5 degrees to save some money on the electricity, and I can make this work, and I can. Well, I'll get a paper route if I have to. I can make this work. So you sign the papers, you get the car. You don't do those things that feelings told you could do to make it work. Or either you try some of them and you realize, I didn't do the math. This stuff didn't add up enough for me to make this car payment. So 8 months later, the bank is coming to get that car because you ain't making the payment on time. And you are in a hole up to your neck because you listen to feelings over facts. That, sadly, is where too many of us end up when we allow facts and feelings to fight, because feelings are what we want, and it's easy to convince ourselves that what we want is good for us and it's going to work out. And when we listen to our feelings over facts, it leads to pain and anguish too often. And one more example of this that kind of points towards society as a whole. Back in 2019 on the campaign trail, Joe Biden, in one of his wonderful Bidenisms, hollered out, and we choose truth over facts. And he was so proud of himself that he had put one out there. And yeah, he said truth and facts. What he was really meaning, his idea of truth, like I mentioned before, is my truth, your truth, individual truth, which is essentially feelings. So what he really meant there is we choose feelings over facts. And this mindset has become much too prevalent in the world today, and it's leading us down the wrong stretch. So I say if we are going to get this thing turned around, and people want to talk about how bad America is. Well, America's got a lot to be proud of. America's done a lot of good things, and in my opinion, is still the best place to live on this wonderful earth. But that said, America is not heading down a very good path at the moment. And a lot of the reason is because we are choosing feelings over facts. I wonder how long before our bad starts to outweigh our good if we continue down this path. We'll see how that turns out. Hopefully we'll get course corrected before it's too late. And thank you for listening to this. If you made it to the end, again, I'm going to ask you, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, share this with your friends and family, share it on your social media, and let's all try to make this world a better place together. God bless. Have a great week.